A lot of times their positions in sales have a lot to do with their mentality. But a lot of people forget, the thing that people forget is that in the process of doing sales, okay, the process of doing sales, you have to follow certain barriers that assist you. Follow-ups are one of them. Understanding the intake, the process. You got to understand your product. You got to know your product very well. You got to know how to utilize your product. If you're not utilizing your product, then the process of your sale is not working in your advantage. So this means you got to sit down and you've got to study. Okay? If you're starting a sales job, the first thing you want to do is pick up a pen and paper. Okay? Reason why you want to pick up a pen and paper is because you want to write down as many of those processes as you can. You want to start to get into the ability to utilize it. So if you're in the business, for instance, of Uber driving, and you're not sending a message to your customer, letting them know these are the services that I provide, letting them know this is what I'm utilizing on a daily. Okay, I'm just giving an example. Okay. If you're not putting in the extra effort to follow processes, okay? You're hearing what I'm saying? Things that will continuously work for you. In the world of sales, scripts, okay? Scripts on the phone. A lot of people get scripted, okay? Take those scripts, turn them upside down. Utilize the word track paths so you can start to understand them. So you can start to utilize those processes. Okay, processing from the mind. Okay, process if you're doing, for instance, car sales. Okay, in car sales, you know, in the second year, I was working for a Chrysler dealership. And at the Chrysler dealership, they required us to go to trainings. And part of these trainings were step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, steps 5, okay? Step 1 through 5 isn't good if you don't take notes. If you don't sit down and you spend the time writing down your notes, then how can you expect yourself to succeed? If you don't study your competition and you're trying to make a business, how are you going to make your business succeed, okay? So what skills can you utilize? Okay, it's not about what you don't have, it's about doing with what you do. You don't have to spell perfect, okay? You don't have to read perfect. You don't have to do any of that. But what you got to know how to do is to learn. You got to learn how to use the systems that work for you, the systems that will work towards your benefit. Seek out after positions that will increase your ability to grow. What does that mean? The knowledge that you intake that will actually help you internally to find yourself, help you to find a way to reflect outwards. And so when we're at that point, when we're in that place where we're utilizing this part of our process, okay, this part of our being, it means that we must find a way to use the goods that we have, use the mentality that we have, and the ability that we have, okay? Your ability matters, okay? You matter, okay? The people that you allow around you, the space that you let in you, the things that you go through, they matter, okay? When you start to matter towards yourself, things change. When you start to use your abilities in such a way that other people start to benefit, okay, by your yield. When that starts to happen, you truly start to open up. And when you open up your mind, when you truly open up your mind, the universe starts working for you. It starts to work in such a way that your mind will be able to see. Your mind has amazing doorways that it can pass through. if you can see through the walls that you face off against on a daily basis. And so in sales, part of those walls is what processes are stopping you. What will it take for you to get to where your next barrier is, where your next wall is? How can you overcome these walls? And it's inside of your mentality that you can do so. So I just hope that you all have a blessed day out there. As always, namaste.